Welcome back, everybody, for more Starladder Europe action. Gods, and this time around, I'm joined by Ben. Welcome back to the studio.
It's good to be back. Good to be back in
holiday?
the captain's chair. It was pretty good. I had a lot of fun in San Francisco. I saw Twitch. Their headquarters are very, very nice. They have
Pretty cool people.
They have cool murals. They have cool people.
You're back here. Yes.
Ready to cast RoX.KiS versus Sigma.
RoX.KiS versus Sigma. Two teams with some history. This is the teams that have that little incident, but they're on good terms.
Little incident.
Mad came on the show and cleared things up, and I mean the big thing he kind of emphasized that him and Godblack were friends. They used to be teammates and still are friends, so there was no bad blood between the two teams, even though Sigma did.
Is this the first time they've rematched since?
I don't think it's. I think it's maybe the second. It could be the first. I don't remember what the first was. So.
I wonder when the remake jokes are gonna stop.
Well, I think they had stopped, but now that the two teams are versing each other again, it's probably come back. So. We'll get ourselves into the draft. So yeah, Sigma going to be playing over on the Radiant side.
Has Centaur started becoming ban-worthy? I was like, man, lots have changed in 3 days. Oh yeah, he's overpowered.
So many games, so many. He's playing a final ruin week soon. How much are you not looking forward to tomorrow?
I will just pay attention to getdota.com, and then that's about it.
Well, like in general, like anything you go on the internet for, I don't know. Very few April Fools jokes.
I don't really get amused, but I don't really get bothered by it either, because I know it's April Fool's. If it were like just one random day out of the year that you didn't know was bullshit, then I'd be a lot more annoyed.
That's true. That would be the ultimate thing, like a random day. Well,
Who would decide?
yeah, that would be the people. Like that'd be a group in the notes. They actually do their
Radiant team ban.
You
No.
don't have anything.
That's
I say that now.
You're just trying to troll them. The troll's not good setup if you say, hey, we're gonna troll you tomorrow.
So is that what I should be saying?
10 seconds remaining.
It is what you're doing.
The best April Fool's joke.
5 seconds remaining.
In other news, RoX.KiS versus Sigma.
Dire team ban.
Well, Centaur ban is unusual. I've seen him in a fair amount of games. He's never been like, oh my gosh, Centaur just completely destroyed this game, though. Or he like won his lane so badly that they had to rotate. He just ganked at level 6 and it
10
was
seconds
amazingly strong.
remaining.
Like, none of these things have ever happened. At least from the games I've seen. I've
5
probably seen
seconds
like
remaining.
double-digit games, low double-digit Centaur games.
Yeah.
And he's a decent offlaner. I like
Reserve time.
his high HP pool. I like his offlane capabilities are not that great. His one-on-one capabilities are pretty strong.
Radiant team ban.
Return is pretty good against towers, but he's just his burst is like decent, but I don't know. He's kind of like Timbersaw. Timbersaw's hard to kill. He also does a lot of damage, and I don't know. I just think Timbersaw's
10
overall
seconds remaining.
slightly better. Obviously, you have the stun aspect of
5
Centaur
seconds
and
remaining.
Stampede, but all in all, they're fairly similar. Hard to zone out, do a lot of
Reserve
damage,
time.
shrink, and that's about it. But if you have some strategy that synergizes around the Stampede, then maybe. Or if you have a lineup that's like all up in their face, like RoX.KiS likes to run, like Starladder plus Abba plus Dazzle, and if you want the Starladder to be Superman, then you can just do that.
I think is my mic's fairly
Radiant
quite low.
team
I'm
pick.
gonna do a bit of fiddling.
Okay.
Maybe better, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know, guys, when you hear this. I've turned myself up a little bit. 1, 2. My bar's a bit low. Yeah, I'll turn up more. I just switched seats with Andrew, so apparently I'm a lot quieter than Andrew, or he just has the mic a lot closer to himself. But that should have turned it up a bit. You can talk now, Ben. I'll
Okay.
see how you're
Dire
low.
Hello.
team pick.
Testing.
Yeah, I think you're pretty cool. I think I'm a lot louder. I don't know.
Sigma has also banned out Rasta, which I don't see very often. Batrider sometimes in the first ban. Not too unusual there. RoX.KiS banning out Spectre and Starladder, so somewhat scared of the global. from Sigma. They did have the AA first, and Starladder is a hero that both of these teams like to run a fair amount,
10
but
seconds
I think it'd be
remaining.
far scarier in Sigma's hands because they have the Dazzle first pick support, second
5
pick support.
seconds remaining.
Okay. Yeah, and Sigma looking to like put together a kind of strong, like I guess pushing
Reserve
potential
time.
with their life. You've got the Prophet, the Dazzle. They don't have to commit to an all-in push, but it's something which is going to maybe cause RoX.KiS some problems if they do that. Last game RoX.KiS, they've already played 2 games today. They had an Invoker. They ran as a safe laner, not as a mid hero.
Mm-hmm.
They went that Exalt build where you go like Midas, Necrobook 3 rush, and it was just like too strong to deal with, like just 5-man pushing all over the place.
That's a good safe lane Invoker build. I'm actually surprised we don't see safe lane Invoker more. We don't
Yep.
really see too many safe lane solos in general, though. But he's I think
just-
one of the strongest safe lane
His burst
solos.
is like decent, but
Sorry, I unmuted us for a second. I went to hear the stream to see how we sounded. But, yeah, no, I would agree. I think the safe lane Invoker is really powerful. And especially if you have, like, another mid-hero who's, like, a semi-carry of sorts, it
Mhm.
can work out quite well. But...
Indeed, indeed. How are our audio levels?
I don't know. Have you got to stream up? You want to test it for me? I don't trust our Twitch chat.
But I don't have headphones, so you can hear it.
That's alright. It doesn't... Our mics should not pick it up too much. We should be pretty good.
Mirana. Radiant team.
It's so hard to do audio levels with 2 minutes delay.
Mm-hmm. I have to watch this ad real fast.
That's alright. I'll get us that dirty esports dollars. Is it a good ad?
No. It is not.
Is this it for a soccer video game?
I believe so.
That looks... What? That looks so terrible. Got like some Connect Sports rival.
10 seconds remaining.
Nice.
It looks like it's not meant for 2014.
5 seconds
Nice. Apparently
remaining.
it's garble. Okay, it's fixed, apparently.
Reserve time.
Alright, apparently it's better.
Okay. Good. Excellent.
I turned myself up a bit, so... I just turn them off and on. That's generally the trick.
10
That's
seconds
the extent of
remaining.
my technical knowledge, but it...
That solves like 90% of problems.
Dire team pick.
Well, RoX.KiS has gone back to Bane Marana, the classic combo that Sigma likes to run, but it's still a pretty good combo nonetheless.
Okay.
And I think these two teams place Bane at a higher value than most other teams when
Oh,
it comes
yeah.
to support value.
Sigma love their Bane. And
Yeah.
RoX.KiS, I mean, partly to deny it from Sigma, and also just they do like it themselves as well. We'll see what else they
10
go for. They go for the
seconds
Slark
remaining.
here, so this is a hero they run quite a bit
Radiant
as well.
team
So
ban.
maybe BZZ's here for the safe lane, I would say.
Sigma has really no hard disables though. They have like a kind of stun with cold feet, kind of stun with poison touch, and they have a fair amount of damage though. Stark actually tends to fare better against hard
10
disables and
seconds
less
remaining.
damage, so I'm a little surprised they went for the Slark here.
5 seconds.
Okay.
But they don't have
seconds
really
remaining.
anything to deal with on this
Dire
ultimate.
team
I guess
down.
like
Yeah,
some
no
people
AoE
say like
damage.
AA's ultimate is like okay versus them. I mean Dazzle Heal and Shallow Grave and what else? AA ultimate, I guess those are like minor solutions.
Radiant
I guess there are
team
no
pick.
really like just screw you Slark solutions. Bloodseeker's okay.
Yeah, it seems they just want him kind of as a like tanky, annoying initiator type hero. So
Just like Viper.
yeah, well, similar to the Viper, who is a bit less kind of an initiator, but still very annoying tanky frontline here. And they go Void. Ooh, we've seen 1 or 2
Dire
Voids picked
team
up by the Chinese teams over the last couple of weeks, but
Mhm.
Sigma now going to play around with Void. This is-
Void kind of destroys Slark. I think that's the big thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that you can like reveal him during his ultimate with, for some reason. I don't know why Slark's or why Void's ultimate over anything else, but it is the pub counter. But I don't know if it actually works in competitive because I have not seen it too often. Faceless Void, he's done decently a few
10
times.
seconds
I
remaining.
forgot who I saw run it, but I've seen it a few times in Starladder, and it's been
5 seconds.
relatively hit or
5
miss.
seconds remaining.
His ultimate is ownage though, especially if you have damage followed up, like Ancient Apparition
Reserve
ultimate,
time.
like perhaps a Weave.
Prophet
early-
ultimate. I mean, all
Yeah,
both,
They're
all
like
4 heroes
decent.
can do
They're
some
not
damage.
amazing. They're like amazing is like Witch Doctor ultimate,
Yeah.
Macro Pyre, Epicenter. Those are the oh my
10
gosh, this
seconds
is so
remaining.
imbalanced with Faces of Void ultimate. These are just like you'll probably get them off anyways.
Yep.
Radiant
Well, RoX.KiS get an Earthshaker,
Team
and this is a bit of a cheesy pick, something they can potentially use to like channel creep waves to their own ancients and just disrupt the general flow of the game with. So maybe something we look towards Sigma, blocking the Ancients from the get-go, because that's probably not something I really want to go up against.
Alright. Well, let's hop ourselves right into the game. We will have Sigma on the Radiant side, Paz taking up the support role on the AA. I'm not exactly sure who this Dazzle is. Probably Bucking Mad, though. And then we have Miggle on the offlane Nature's Prophet. We have Fada on the solo mid Viper, and Saksha, aka Paris, on the Faceless Void.
Yeah, Dazzle is mad.
Dazzle's mad, okay.
Mad, yeah.
Well,
It's human.
Faceless Void doesn't even have an immortal time breaker.
He doesn't.
He's a plebeian.
What's he got?
Some noob mace. That's not.
Chronite Scepter.
It's not. There is only one Void mace that I approve of.
Good to get that. The time breaker.
Yeah. Well, neither team has a really good Roshan lineup. Sigma has a decent one.
Look, what do you know? Sigma check Roche. Oh, Sadoy in there, just teasing. They're going to wait on the high ground. This train's going to scout them out as well, so smart bit of play there.
Well, they will scout out that there's an Exort Invoker already. They also, I believe, scouted out Yold too. So first, that's a lot of information. They know that Invoker's not solo top, most likely. Secondly, they know that he's Exort. Thirdly, they know that they're trialing bottom. Fourthly, they know that Earthshaker's blocking Ancients. So that's a value treant right there, if I've seen one.
We'll introduce the Dire team. It is going to be Team RoX.KiS. We've got
battle
633. BZZ is perfect, playing the top lane Slack. We're going to see mid lane Invoker. Bottom lane, there is a bit of a clash going. It looks like in one Fissure was
There was an Observer Ward over here. They were trying to deward. Fissure blocked them off, and then they ran
They
away
did-
because of the arrow.
Did manage to deward it?
Yes,
Okay.
the ward is down.
Cool. We'll have Go Black playing the Bane. We're going to see Yol playing the support Earthshaker. Then finally Sadoy on the Mirana. They do have the... They didn't manage to prevent the Ancients block, but Paz in a lot of trouble. A bit of body blocking will set up a Nightmare. I don't even know if they're going to need it. The Fissure is there. The Arrow not even going to be used. They save their mana here. Couple right clicks. Mirana, Sadoy.
I am not
Gets the
sure
first one.
why he was down there by
He
himself.
wanted to block the Ancients so
But
bad.
that's you go
Not
there
worth it.
with treants. You go there with your team behind you.
Yeah.
You don't go while your team is blocking. That's probably one of the worst times to go, aside from them creep pulling.
No, I'm with you. Don't worry. That was a very questionable play there, and I think RoX.KiS just knew he wanted to block the Ancients, and they set up that trap, that exact trap, and
Yeah, you wait for them to like be in vision over here though. That is just.
And the plan for RoX.KiS isn't to try lane bottom. That was just to make sure they can get this Ancient pull off, because Go Black heads straight towards the top lane. It's going to be a Bane up top supporting, looking maybe to harass Miggle out of this lane and help get some kills there.
Looks like Faceless Void will have his reign up bottom. Free farming away.
He's going to lose creep waves. Here comes Yol with the Fissure block.
Yeah.
This is annoying.
It's super annoying.
It's like, we're going to have multiple creep waves tonight. The Radiant Team Sigma near try come in here and get another ward down, but doing so is going to be very tricky.
Well, Miggle is faced against his dual lane. I'm pretty sure he could die if he gets slept, so he has to be a little bit careful. Miggle does have boots, though.
Maybe not this early on. They need like another level or two. Actually, they are going to go for the kill. They go for a leap in. Miggle try and TP. The Nightmare will come, and this means... Oh no, Pounce is a long cooldown at level 1, but I'll wait for the Nightmare to wear off. Miggle now going to cop a few more right clicks here. They haven't got the Orb of Venom here, so they don't have that extra slow, and Go Black almost actually goes down himself. He takes a lot of damage.
If he had Oof or boots, I think he'd die.
Yes.
That was really close. I'm actually surprised Stark didn't chase in there with him, because there's no way out for it. I mean, I guess he can eat some trees and be some...
The Pounce has
Juke
like
master.
a long cooldown at level 1 was the main thing, I guess. But
Yeah. Well, his move speed's still pretty fast. I mean, if he ran straight down, then I'd be like, oh yeah, okay. He can't really chase in there. But if you lock yourself in there, I guess it's too risky. The risk is not worth the reward.
Yol gets another Ancient pull off. This time around, he'll probably look to finish off the Ancient wave, so can respawn and get another kill off. But meanwhile, bottom lane, Mirana, Sadoy, getting experience on a ton of farm, but this wave will keep coming to his tower because of all these creeps being denied. And well, actually, I don't know. This Ancients aren't going to be cleared up. He'll get just the one, maybe Thunderhide here.
Triceratops too strong.
Yeah, that's good value. At this point, he kind of doesn't want to go for another... Well, I guess he do go for another...
Well, he wants a 3-minute spawn.
Yeah. He's not going to get the 3-minute spawn. Oh, I guess he's going to maybe try stack it. He doesn't get the D-ward. It gets blocked now, but like already some of the damage has been done. So that was value however you look at it. We are going to see an engagement on the Mirana. No bash going the way of the Void. If he gets a time lock there, maybe a kill. That would have been some RNG though.
Indeed it would. Well, looks like Nature's Prophet is actually able to get some creep puller drop on top too. But still, not too many kills on the board. Just that first blood. I mean, it's still
Wouldn't expect
this
more than
ancient build was. I mean, it's hurt Sigma a lot, though. A lot of
Yeah.
creep waves for Faceless Void gone, even though he is still #1 CS. It's, what, 7 creep waves in, 6 creep waves in, so he should have, like, roughly 24. He's missing 10, so that's a fair amount. And then...
2 full creep waves have been
Yeah.
denied.
And the sentries... one sentry was just completely wasted. They also took on the Obs Ward, and they got First Blood, though. So,
Yeah.
Earthshakers...
He's got more sentries coming out.
Yeah. They really want that creep pool.
He can. I mean, he can use it right now. Like he can actually fissure and just kill off this last ancient before dewarding.
He could just solo that.
That's true. He's a tank. Look at this Earthshake guy. He's got a like proper helmet and horns and everything.
Oh, he has the log cosmetic. Oh my gosh, that's the worst one.
Oh, what? He hasn't got the Chinese New Year one.
No, he has the log. The log is one of the ugliest cosmetics
That's
in the
pretty
game.
bad. I like the Chinese New Year one. That's one
Well,
I.
he
use
also
on my-
renamed it Dildo for some reason. So,
That's disappointing. Come on, y'all.
come on, y'all.
What about that inspires you to rename it Dildo?
Well, 4 minutes in, the Illusion Ruin will spawn top. Looks like Miggle will scout out the Bane. And pretty much not too many rotations coming out until now. But we have Earthshaker and Potter making their way towards the mid lane. Fada has skilled up 1-2-2-1.
Nothing spots him out just yet. There's no Radiant Observer. There is going to be a Dazzle nearby, but he may be too late here. The Arrow Fissure combo does get combined up here. There is a Grave if they need it faster. We'll be okay,
That
though.
block was just slightly off. I think he would have
Yeah.
survived still, but it would have taken a lot more investment from Sigma to keep him alive.
We'll swing back towards the bottom lane, and we'll probably look to once again go for these Ancient Pulls. He has did manage to finish off the Triceratops. He can go for another pull, and he's going to make it in time. So nicely played by Yol, and this is once again annoying. It's like a superior version of a Lich in the offlane. You deny a full creep wave rather than just one every now and then.
Imagine Lich and Earthshaker. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Well, you'd have to just worry about your towers thing. Oh, this tower's taking no damage. That's the other thing. Has managed to keep the tower just fully healthy here. Yeah, I guess Sigma don't really have a good pushing up. Sigma doing what they can. They're going for pulls in the jungle here, realizing they just may as well get farming levels on their support.
Experience and gold graph almost dead even. I think looking at the odds in before this game, it was like 46-54 in favor of RoX.KiS.
Okay.
So these two teams very evenly matched.
Yep. We are going to see Dazzle once again. See what Sadoi's up. He throws a poison touch from the high ground. Mad had all the mana at disposal, and the Haterin is going to go the way of this Mirana. So could look for another rotation towards mid, but Fat is pretty tanky. He's got 900 HP with 2 points in the corrosive skin. So ganking and killing him not really all that possible. And Observe what at mid actually gets denied. So nice bit of Sentry Ward action coming out from Solo. And another creep wave getting denied. It's Earthshaker, man.
So annoying. Well, let's see what build Void is going for. I've seen maybe like 4 or 5 successful builds. Maelstrom Rush, Mask of Madness Rush, HOD Rush, Battle Fury, and then obviously just damage after any of those. But sometimes you need BKB. Is this a BKB game? Yeah, probably not. No, at least not early. Maybe once Invoker gets like an Orchid or a Sheep, then he needs one. But I think prior to that, he can do without. He does have a Dazzle to protect him and Viper in the front line, who will most likely go Meg after his treads. So I think he'll be okay in terms of survivability.
Yeah, I think you can go more damage based. Yeah, I kind of like the Maelstrom Mask of Madness build. Just going for all the attack speed as well. That way, I'm going to see Initiation mid lane, but that's not going to do much.
Just Quasar back up.
Yeah, that was...
Is this going to be like a lot of Midas game?
Who's... Invoker, yes.
Invoker, I guess that's about it.
Slark could, but I don't think he will. Like, I've seen Fear go Midas quite a lot on Slark, but I don't think he'll get it. And Earthshaker, well, he's still got this Ancient... This is just so annoying for Void. Now he's actually fallen behind the...
Doesn't
Slark
Sigma have a
CS.
lot better late game, though? Not like huge amounts better, but like a decent amount better. Oh, Paris on bottom.
Yeah, gets arrowed. Time walk his way out of there, but...
I think Void is like the king of late game,
Yeah,
though.
I think RoX.KiS are just farming for the mid game though. This is kind of similar to their last game where it's like, okay, they play a kind of slow passive laning stage because once we hit that like 15-minute mark, they have a really strong 5-man. And that's going to be when Slark gets his first items. They're waiting for the Invoker double forward spirits as well, so realistically they don't even really want to do too much until they have double forward spirits, a couple items. The
Sigma's
Slark.
lineup is not one that you want to push into, though.
No.
You have to deal with the Nature's Prophet
That's
Split
true.
Push, and then like dealing with Faceless Void's ultimate, and then a Viper in the front line to tank anything that you can throw, and then a Dazzle to keep him alive, and A ultimate plus Faceless Void ultimate is already enough to kind of dissuade you from pushing early. But at the same time, if they don't end the game early, Stark is just going to lose the man fight versus Void. And Void's getting about equal farm, both of them sitting at 45 or 46 last hits, so I think an even farm Faceless Void wins fairly handily.
Yeah. It's the good news is it's not like a free farm Void because of all these kryptonites. Like this Void could be sitting on 60, probably about almost close to 70 CS if he was getting absolutely everything from this lane.
Yep, looks like it will be a Battle Fury build. We do see the Ring of Health coming from Faceless Void. So, yeah, more farming tool. I would say like Midas or Battle Fury is better for them because they can just hold out for the late game. And they have a pretty good lineup for doing so. And they have Nature's Prophet. They will probably get a Midas too, so.
Nightmare mid lane, immediate TP from your Void, and that's a good... They forced a TP from Void. That's actually a nice bit of play there. You could have cancelled that.
I think he could have gone on the Invoker. His sleep was down, but it's still pretty risky. If RoX.KiS rotates anyone in, then they probably die. And they have a Mirana ult up too.
It was a smart little nightmare because it just forces a TP, slows down the Void farm even further, and then Void has to walk back towards bottom lane. Use a bit of gold. Ooh, looking for a Chrono. He animation cancelled that one. He thought about going in. He doesn't have only the 1 point in time lock means he's unlikely to get many bashes inside that Chrono. Pretty hard to get those kills without an AA ultimate or something to back him up. Once AA is level 6, that's when Void will use that Chrono very freely. Solo, again, another Viper Spec mid. Solo, he just tanks these up, pops the Quaz, and heals himself back up.
That harass, though.
Viper's, 50 CS to the 33 of Invoker, so he's definitely winning that mid battle.
Yeah, that's about what you expect. Viper should win his lane fairly handily in most matchups.
Yep.
Well, we see the Slark going for early Oov and then an early Shadow Amulet, so most likely going to just kill everyone once he gets his...
Do you think he's just going to have like free roam, or like Viper's pretty tanky, Void's kind of hard to kill?
Miggle's usually pretty smart about where he goes. I think he's probably the main target because it'll dissuade split pushing, and he's pretty weak. I think a Shadow Blade Slark can kill him before he's able to TP out. So aside from that, I mean, I don't think the supports are going to be that big of a deal too. So it's mainly if Miggle gets caught out or not. He's not going to be able to kill Void without like massive stun lock.
Well, right now it's 10, 11 minutes in, and just still the one kill, the first blood. Both teams playing a more strategic game for the time being. Invoker throws a Sunstrike off the mark. He's actually made his way back home just to heal up, and it's one of those things where you could be looking at Sunstrikes getting kills in other lanes, but they're playing defensively enough. And like you say, Miggle's the main one who has to be careful with his positioning because he's in that offlane. If he gets hit by a Nightmare or Pounce, probably goes down to a Sunstrike combo.
Yep. And Yol, is he going to rush Blink or is he going to get Arcane Boots? We will see. He has Arcane. Well, I mean, if it's a slower paced game, then you can just go for Blink. But, yeah. To each his own.
Radiant's top tower is under
it's level
attack.
6, so we've got a Fiend's Grip now. Picks up a Smoke immediately, I believe, and this is where, well, who do you actually rotate on? Like, if you try going the Viper, there'll be a TPM from the Void again.
And he has 1100 HP with half a mech.
Yeah, there's...
And max corrosive.
You do not kill this Viper.
Yeah, Vipers... I mean, unless you have like 3 and it's a really swift kill with like a Sunstrike and an arrow, then maybe, but...
I'm going to go looking for the Void, I think. And if Dazzle's not there, there's nothing to cancel the Fiend's Grip. Cold Feet takes, what, 4 seconds to proc, and that's not going to be happening fast enough. Void maybe.
And he times it with nighttime too. I think this is second blood.
There's a Fissure. They're not going to get the chain stun off. That's actually a misplay there.
I think that was a little bit too early. Like,
the Fissure was... Well, Go Black stopped running in, and then Yol thought he was going in, so he chucked the Fissure, and... That could have been a second kill. That was a mistake.
And immediately Sigma will pressure his mid tower very heavily. Miggle rotates in. Still doesn't have his Midas, but he does have phase boost to compensate. Fada just 250 gold away from his mech. So we'll actually see Sigma pressure the first tower.
Oh yeah, Faceless Void does end up going down. That was the Fiend's Grip by the looks of things. Go back and pay for this one with his life here. Faceless Void unable to get his ultimate off. The heals come in, but a Void for a Bane there. Nice little trade, but they heal one tower at mid. Does go down. Solo not getting the deny. He comes to your Slark though. Hasn't got his Shadow Blade, but he's been invised up. He's going on 10 here. Mad. He's got a Grave, not going to even be able to get it off because of the Cold Snap coming into play. So RoX.KiS lose a tower, but they get some nice kills in exchange, and they couldn't really defend that tower anyways with the Viper Prophet pushing.
Yep, Faceless Void did not spend his gold prior to that, so if he goes for a Battle Fury, it's going to be really late, actually. I don't know if Treads was the right idea. Treads is nice, but you really need that Battle Fury to kind of deal with this Slark, because Slark has 3,000, a big 3,000 gold item. Shadow Blade completely changes the way that Slark will play, but Void, he kind of needs to farm for his Battlefield. You can't just walk around with a casual Ring of Health 20 minutes into the game.
Ooh, they're going to find Go Black here. Going to just pop a Chronosphere, look for the solo kill. Slark's nearby in Invis. He may want to go on Mad here, but getting some kills here will be tricky. He's got the ult. He actually snipes the courier. Nicely played there. He needs to get himself out of here. Fissure going to help him out as well. I think he just wants to go for a pounce escape. On cooldown for now. Time Walk after him. Does Dark Pack just in case he gets stunned up. And he'll get out of there. So nice little courier snipe coming in from BZZ. Making the best of a bad situation and gets himself out of there as well.
Yep, looks like they do want to defend this. Slark is very low on mana, though. Pretty much only mana for Shadow Blade.
5 seconds till Arcane
Radiant's
Boost,
bottom tower.
Yep, Solo has his Midas.
He drops a branch. That is efficiency.
Wow. Get that 3 mana.
Oh.
It's a little more than 3. You got like 10 mana.
Yeah, it'd be about 10 mana from it, I'd agree.
Dire's top tower is
Soloy looking for an
that could
arrow.
save his life.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Batters.
He's in no man's
Yeah,
land.
he actually is quite a lot. He stayed way longer than everyone else. There'll be a pounce which could set up an arrow here. The Ice Blast's going to go as well. Batter in trouble now. Will look to dodge the arrow here. Arrow off the mark. And now he's going to look to turn this one around. The Corrosive Skin just too much. And BZZ goes down, as does the Earthshaker. This is not good for RoX.KiS. Trying to go in that Viper with Mech and Max Corrosive, bad idea.
Especially with Dazzle sitting right there. Maybe if Dazzle's not right there, he does a little bit more, but they also don't know that Viper has Max Corrosive Skin, to be fair.
You should have a pretty... Like, generally Viper goes this build, I would say.
Yeah, it's not
At least
all the time.
by level 10, if you... Well, maybe you have like 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, 2 or 3. But still, it's just not a good decision. Maybe if his team had TP'd out, but Faceless Void's ultimate was down. There's not really that great of counter initiation.
The other thing is, like, Pounce actually does not do a good job of setting up arrow, because you can still move around and dodge the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
That was the other main... That was the big problem there.
Yep.
If you hit an arrow and like prevent... If they should have tried to start with an arrow so he couldn't actually pop the mech and you burst him down before he mechs, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard to hit, though. It is nighttime. Makes things a little bit easier. Looks like they will find... Oh, nice
Radiant
Observer
Ward.
Ward.
Actually, yeah.
That was pretty close.
And he gets his way out of there. So RoX.KiS is going to swing bottom. And Solo's here with double forward spirits. He's actually level 11 all of a sudden.
He hasn't been forced to come to the fights.
Yeah. He goes 4-star, so we won't see the Necrobolt build from him. I guess you need the mobility against the Viper Strike, against a Void as well. It's quite useful.
Yeah, he's going to be the main target because Slark and Bottom can just get out of there.
Well, he's got his own leap/pounce now. It's the pouncing team.
Is under attack.
Triple pounces. BZZ going to avoid the AA ultimate. AA plus Nature's Prophet's also a pretty painful combo. Something we haven't really talked on just yet. But you get the 2 global ultis, and any hero like Sing on half HP can be burst down from from half HP to dead.
Yep. Viper is pretty stacked at this point. He is number 2 on CS, but by far number 1 in net worth, 1,000 above the Hand of Midas Invoker. And I wonder when Solo is going to start participating in these team fights. RoX.KiS still getting a pretty good farm out of this early game. 16 minutes in, they are ahead by 1,000 gold, and the momentum's, I would say, in neither team's favor. Sigma's pushing down all the towers, but they can't really go for the T2s this early.
Yeah.
And once Yol gets his blink tag on Earthshaker, that'll be a lot different too.
Look at the T1 tower. He's going to have multiple TPs from RoX.KiS. They want to fight this defensive weeping. Use Slarkers in on the Viper first. I don't think this is the right target. Ice Plus will land, catches up the Slark. He's in all sorts of trouble now. He's trying to retreat out of this one. He may just tick over though. The damage output will not be enough, it looks like. The last tick just not quite there, and arrow going to go flying. Will land on Sigma's 10. Mad in not too much trouble here. Grip goes out on pass here. Not the best target for this one. Chronosphere catches out 2 here. Now we're going to see Paris Brain go in. The Echo Slam from the Earthshaker goes on 3. Grave comes out, keeps the A alive a bit longer. Slark going back in, and this time around he will finish off the Viper, but pays for it with his own life. A 2 for 2 traders. AA goes down in the trees. Leap out from around. Another arrow being shot, and this one on point catches up Paris. The Treant, move your Treant, move it forward. Paris is going to get right clicked down. 3 for 2 trade at the bottom lane. Well, a decent hold from RoX.KiS here. They're still chasing here. 4-star forward. They have got a fissure in a couple of seconds here. And Mad, under his tower, has 15 1 charges. Will get Sunstrike. Prophet Ultimate goes flying through. And this will force RoX.KiS back, it looks like. They get 3 key kills out of that. And I'm surprised it went so well. The Echo Slam was probably the big damage dealer in that fight, though.
And 2 arrows connecting.
Yeah.
So
if not for that, it would have been a lot worse for RoX.KiS. That to me looked like a fight Sigma maybe not should have won, but like they had a bit of an edge in. Like, of such a tanky Viper, got initiated on and didn't really take that much damage, but...
I think another big deal too was the A ultimate. They hit the Slark while he was Shadow Dance to try and burst him down. He escaped with like 10% HP, recovered all his HP, and then went back in and got a kill. If they had used it during the Chronosphere when they had like 3 heroes trapped, or actually it was only 2, I think. But if they used it during the Chronosphere, it might have yielded in more kills. But if they had killed a Slark earlier, so
they didn't kill any of the key heroes.
Yes.
They killed the Slark eventually, but the Invoker was caught in Chronosphere and ignored because he was so far back. So Invoker stays alive the entire fight. Slark got a chance to re-engage, and they had to use, like you say, they just had to invest too much in that fight to get those kills. And
I think the grip from Goblik was really nice. They kind of
on the AA.
Yeah, it kind of forced them to... They don't have that many disables. I think Poison Touch was down. AA takes too long to interrupt it. H Prophet can't do anything about it. Neither can Viper. So that's like... If it immediately forced a chrono. It wasn't the worst chrono, but it wasn't the best chrono. And then after that, they could just kind of clean up.
Okay. Well, after that fight, it is still a Sigma lead. 1,500 gold in their advantage. Experience, though, in RoX.KiS' favor now. And, well, Earthshaker's going to have a Blink Dagger fairly soon. He's actually suddenly on 1,500 gold. RoX.KiS have actually managed to get some decent farm out of these kind of scrappy lanes of theirs, with Earthshaker getting close to a blink, got phase drums on your Marana. Slark, well, he's had this Shadow Blade for some time, already now up to 2k gold, so we'll see what he looks to go for. He has picked up a Belt of Giant Strength, and I feel like going for a Bastion is just a bit squishy. You may want something like even like a Sanjin Yacha just to tank up. Another arrow gonna land. No follow-up though. I think Chaos Meteor gonna get dropped down as well, but this is not something that RoX.KiS can really defend. I think they're just gonna sack this tower, go for the trade at top lane, and it looks like Slark will get that too.
Invoker is trying to delay as much as possible, but as an Exhort Invoker, you don't have too many tools, especially when you have to worry about the blink initiation from the Faceless Void. They will smoke up. It will be a fake back. Solo.
They haven't got the best engagement apart from a Chronosphere. They'd have to commit a Chronosphere, and if he's got backup behind him, it's unlikely to work. So that's actually an unsuccessful smoke. Vata gets revealed. He's getting close to an accept. He's going to TP himself mid. Prophet TP's top. Prophet up to a level 2 Necrobook. So Sigma does look like they want to keep going for this 5-man Death Ball style push, which forces RoX.KiS to engage. And Earthshaker, he's somehow just going to blink. He was like 1,500 gold just 2 minutes ago, and now he's Blink Dagger. So
yeah, that Echo Slam.
Definitely saying look up. We're just level 1 at the moment, but it's still pretty potent. With all the summons, you've got Treants, you've got Necrobooks, and this is just going to add even more damage to the Echo Slam. And if he can hide this Blink Dagger for a while, it may catch Sigma by surprise.
Yeah, Invoker has taken over the net worth chart. He is #1. He doesn't have Necro 3 yet, but he does have a Force Staff to complement his Midas. Necro 3 probably coming up pretty soon. Pretty quiet game from Invoker 0, 0, and 5, but this is kind of what happens when you go with Midas build.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
His impacts come from just like pressuring towers and many other things as well, and just he's playing that more farm role, I guess. But
trying to shore up their late game weakness.
Yeah, and Roshan now ups the other big thing here, which is if Sigma would die, they would have been able to take it by now, but RoX.KiS, they're kind of on the back foot, so they don't want to go for something too risky by trying to go into the pit. And they do have a lineup which can kill it pretty fast with the Necrobook on Invoker with the Forward Spirits, so if they get a chance to do Roshan, probably see them go into that pit.
Nice deny on bottom by Fada. He had to compete with 1 Forward Spirit and 2 Necro units.
Yeah. I guess it's still okay for RoX.KiS, just the tower going down in general. Like, they'll take any gold they can get.
Slark on top.
Oh, the Sunstrike hits. He's going to get the Latron as well. Nice little ganky. TP coming in from the Void. Could see a Chronosphere, but... Oh, BZZ, he's on the run. It's actually the Dazzle TPing in. The Void TP was second. If Void TP's in first, maybe they get that kill on Slark.
There's an Ancient Stack scouted out by RoX.KiS. They will Moonlight Shadow back in.
They see the Dazzle. Can he actually get the... No, he's not going to go for the pounce from the high ground. Actually, the Fissure goes in on pass on mid lane. AA gets completely trapped in the trees. He throws an Ice Blast out. Not going to actually land. As the 4-star from Solo going to help keep him alive. Where is his Spaceless Void? He was farming at top, so as a result, this mid lane...
Goblik gets caught out by Fada.
And Necrobook's actually popped the arrow, so... You're going to go out again. Earthshaker now on the run. They pop a Drum Charge just to cover their retreat a bit, and... Looks like RoX.KiS just needs a quick pause and... Faceless Void. Is he trapped? What?
Where? Faceless Void?
Where is he? He's in these trees. Is he like mid-time walk, or is this I think he's mid-time walk.
Yeah.
This is a very interesting pause time, because I don't think he's in these trees. I think he's in the middle of a time walk.
Yeah, could be a 2-man chrono right there. Earthshaker's blink is down.
They don't... RoX.KiS don't see this either. Let's see what Void is. Is he mid-time walk? Yeah, he's mid-time walk. Oh, doesn't quite get the Chronosphere. And Yoli TP's out from the trees. Oh, man.
Nicely played. I think
Ben,
they could have dropped the ice
what are you
vortex.
here for if not for that very reason?
Oh,
Didn't
RoX.KiS.
bring your...
There's no way that RoX.KiS could have seen that, though. It was like nighttime.
No.
He was like over the trees, so
That was just unfortunate.
very unfortunate. And Void has finally finished his Battle Fury, but that's pretty slow. I mean, for a Faceless Void, you ideally want Battle Fury, I say, by 15. If you go Treads, maybe like 18, I'd say. So
Yeah.
23 with 450 gold and a Magic 1 and Poor Man's Shield to boot is a little on the slow edge.
Yeah, he's 5th on net worth. I mean, it's not been an easy game for him because the Earthshaker denied so many creep waves to the Ancient.
And he hasn't gotten
Dire's
any.
middle tower
He
is
hasn't
under
gotten that
attack.
many kills during Chrono. I think he just got the one top over here on the Bane.
He's 0 kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 assists, but like 2 deaths to his name, so he's not been getting much as far as action goes. And, he's struggling. When your carry hero, your main carry, and it's a Void is number 5 on net worth, that's a big concern for Sigma.
Paris walking up the hill. He will scout out Godblack. Immediate grip comes out.
There's no disable nearby. This is just going to be a dead go back. It looks like the Starstorm doesn't get backtrack. They need to backtrack somewhere. They're grateful to keep Miggle alive. He's going to look to TP out. They've lost A8 as well, and a TP out just in time here. Fat is just trying to fight his way through this one. He's got an Aghanim there to it. All he's killed off is an Earthshaker, and Mad, who was nightmared up for the majority of the fight, he gets brought down last. 4 for 1 trade. Prophet lucky to survive with the TP Grave out, and well, I think RoX.KiS go Roach here.
Yeah. I mean, Faceless Void, I think he did the right idea of scouting out, but he just has no backup. Like, what is the plan if he gets gripped, if he gets cut out, if he gets fissured, if he gets arrowed, if he gets cold snap? Like, he can't really
Dazzle's
do anything.
the only instant disable.
Yeah.
If he gets Fiend Script, the only way to stop the Fiend Script is Dazzle, and if Dazzle can't be in the front lines protecting him, otherwise he gets disabled and burst out, because if Dazzle dies, Rock Sigma lose the fight. Oh, go Black. He's low. Ice Blast will hit him. Needs to be a bit careful here. They should be able to get this Roshan anyways, but Go Black does not want to be taking any more damage. Prophet Ultimate on cooldown. Luckily for RoX.KiS.
That's almost an Eye of Scotty for Slark, too. So he picked up the Belt of Giant Strength. I guess he already had a Treads before, didn't he?
He cancelled. Yeah, he just sold it or decided. Basher would have been a bad idea. I think he needs to tank up. It's at base now, so he'll get a Basher later on, I guess.
Casual Belt.
He really needed to tank up, which is where I saw the belt and I'm like, is this going to be Sanjin Yasha? But
Yeah, now, like, they can't, like, if they chrono him, it's not worth it. Unless they can really kill him really fast, but I don't think they can. He's going to have, what, 1800 HP, 1900 HP with straight treads on, and then on top of that, they have, like, an Invoker with Deafening Blast, can try and mitigate some of the damage on Chronosphere. He can even Tornado, they have Defensive Nightmare, they have Fiend Script, they have Earthshaker Ultimate, so I don't think a Chrono on Slark is a free kill, and I think it's an easy way to lose the fight, unless his team's not around. Then you just Chrono him.
if you can latch on the chain AA ultimate with the Ice Blast, maybe you can kill him off. But even then, there's no real guarantees because Void's
Dire's
actual
top
damage
tower
output in
is under
Chronosphere
attack.
is very unimpressive because he's got no attack speed right now. He really needs another item on top of this, but at the same time, he needs like a BKB maybe, as well as like a Butterfly or a Mask of Madness. This is just gonna be a tough game for Paris.
Dire's structures
Another
are
tower
fortified.
will go down.
That's the one thing Sigma have going for them, but
I mean, they still can't push the high ground, though. So, I mean, they can farm both jungle. Slark's going to be a very large problem. They do have a gem up on the Viper, though, so maybe Slark's reign will come to an end.
this is a big game. Both these two teams still in the contest, in the run for the LAN finals in Kiev. And RoX.KiS in slightly better spot. They're 8-3. Sigma, I believe, 8-4 or 7-4. But once you hit that 5 loss mark, that's when you start. That's when, at that point, I don't think you make it. You don't make the cut, or it's very unlikely. With 6 losses, you're guaranteed to be out. So RoX.KiS, a win here, bumps them really close, actually going to the LAN final. Like, I mean, obviously, you still have 3 or 4 games left, and it depends on those results. But
They're in a pretty good position, though. Slark can usually fend off any sort of split push from Nature's Prophet, especially with his Basher coming out soon. Miggle's not going to be able to do anything. He's slightly underfarmed as is, and Void is kind of really underfarmed now. He hasn't picked up any headway after his Battle Fury, except for a Mask of Madness, but, I mean, it's
he's going to be so squishy.
medium impact.
If he pops this and gets focused during it, he's very, very squishy. 900 HP, maybe like 1200 with a strength spread.
This ancient stack will help him out a lot, though. I think they wanted to go for a different carry. What would have been better, though, besides... They banned out Slark, or sorry, they banned out Spectre as well as Starladder. Faceless Void, I don't think is the best carry in the situation. They don't have that much follow-up for it. Yeah, it's good versus Slark, but that's about it, and he hasn't even been a counter to Slark this game.
Yep. The RoX.KiS leading a push down the mid lane. They've got the Aegis on Slark, and as a result, you definitely do not want to chrono him when he's got an Aegis. That's a big
Radiant's
no-no.
middle tower is under attack.
And Mirana and Slark just going to team up, try to bring down this
structures
tower.
are
Elsewhere, Sigma just aren't even in position to defend right now. They've got the Viper at bottom, they've got Void at top.
Radiant's middle tower
Void
is under
with the
attack.
TP scrub, I don't think he's going to look to fight this one. AA has picked up an Agcept. I didn't even realize how close AA was. This is actually a
Radiant's
pretty
middle tower has
big
fallen.
pickup to be getting. Oh, Arrow going to land on Mad here. Slark, is he going to go into this one? Decides against it. Well, RoX.KiS is going to back off.
Sigma doing a good job of split pushing lanes. Fada doesn't want to risk losing his gem on bottom. Paris getting a ton of farm on top. 1,500 gold post Mask of Madness. Godblack and Sidoi trying to look for him. Looks like Godblack's going for a BKB. So really the only thing that is stopping them is Faceless Void ultimate once he gets that up. And most likely he's just going to be gripping Faceless Void every time. There's no reason not to, I'd say.
Well, yeah, I don't think there's any... I mean, they're going to see a Chronosphere top. They're actually looking for a kill here with the AI Blast to Doi. That's a dead Mirana. Actually, the grip comes out as well, but there's no real follow-up here. TP in from Miggle. He's got nothing to disable this. It's going to be a Deafening Blast. Sunstrike to follow here. A lot of damage being output on the... Oh, he goes down to the last right click just as the Time Walk came back up. It's a 2-for-1 trade, though, as they do get the kill on the Bane. Bane and Mirana for a Void. Still okay-ish for RoX.KiS, I guess.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
And Solo coming in, getting the kill and experience. So he farms up these Necro books. Will take a bit of damage, but...
Bucky Mad gets chased down by... Slark, but he does not have the Basher yet. Will not be able to interrupt the Grave TP. So now RoX.KiS, they can just play it a little bit safe, get the T2s if it's easy. Slark doesn't want to overcommit unless he has the Aegis, but Aegis will expire in just 1 minute's time. They have good enough map control for to attempt the Roshan, but Sigma can definitely fight them in Roshan with a Faceless Void ultimate into a Sceptered AA ultimate. That's going to be a lost team fight because absolutely zero of RoX.KiS' heroes has BKBs. Bane will not have one up by next Roshan 2. Slark's getting pretty big, Basher completed. Bottom's getting decently big too. She has a Manta up. And they're far enough ahead of Sigma so that they're not worried about going super late just because Void is underfarmed. He's still number 5 in terms of net worth, and this Midas on the Invoker really kicking in. 14,500 net worth on him. Furion has about similar farm too, but Furion is not as good with items, I say, as Invoker.
Yeah, it's still Sigma who actually have a gold lead here. So in a lot of ways, this game's still very much in the balance. Experience, I imagine, yeah, on the dire side favor. RoX.KiS 5k experience in the lead. Most of that coming from towers. It's 6 towers to 4. So a 2 tower lead for Sigma. And like 2 tower lead, they've only got a 1k gold lead. Without those towers, it's pretty much a RoX.KiS favored game right now.
But all they had to do is keep killing Faceless Void in team fights, which should be fairly easy, I'd say, considering he only has 1,000 HP.
Yep.
And if they do that, they should be able to head in a late game with a decent edge. If Faceless Void gets like 2 or 3 kills during Chrono, though, and AA ult finishes a couple others off, then Sigma's going to be in a really good position to take down Roshan, maybe 3rd Roshan. But I expect this game to go on quite a bit longer.
It's just their entire Sigma draft is built around Faceless Void Chronosphere. They've got no real good lockdown apart from that.
Well, they can just bait out Viper. That's like the only other way to win a team fight.
Yeah, they either hit, bait out Viper or hit a huge Chronosphere. And even in the huge Chronosphere, their damage output from Void is not too impressive. They really need to stall for the ultra late game, unless we can see AA hit a big Ice Blast on top. But we'll see another. It looks like Tower Seed coming out from RoX.KiS. They're chipping away at this tier 2, and well, Arrow gonna zone people's eyes. We'll get some good vision. They now know where Paris is. Soska
Radiant's bottom tower is
considering
under
going in, but
attack.
Tower already
Radiant's
taking a fall here.
bottom
Necro minions
tower
on the
has
front lines. Another
fallen.
pause coming out. Looks like Solo. Yeah, let's say Solo was just sitting there not doing anything, and he disconnects. So I think he's okay. Void's too far away for a Time Walk Chronosphere.
Viper could Viper Strike if he had vision, but I don't think he has vision.
Yeah, even if he does, Solo can Force Staff, Ghost Walk.
Yeah.
Like he's got so many spells to prevent Sigma from catching up to him that I would be surprised if he gets caught out here. It's such a big risk too.
I mean, yeah, I guess Sigma can stall for the super late game once Void gets equal farm with Slark, but that's not going to happen because Slark can't really farm anywhere safely, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have a Scythe of Vice soon on Invoker. He actually has it in 60 gold, so...
Same for the Prophet, though. He's got one in 400, so there's going to be a Hex on Sigma, but
I think it's way better.
Yeah,
it's way better for RoX.KiS than for Sigma.
Yeah. What does Void get next? Does he go BKB, or do you think he needs like more damage / attack speed?
I think he needs slightly more survivability. BKB, I'm trying to think of any Like Chrysalis is really good for damage. Maelstrom's really good for damage too, and Mjolnir. I don't know. I guess at this point, BKB would probably be best. He kind of has to. He's like really far behind. They're gonna have a sheep soon. If he doesn't catch Invoker out, he gets Deafening Blast or he gets sheeped, and his damage is pretty much nullified from there. And after that, he just gets like Fiend's Grip, Cold Snap. You will just get kited among kited for days, and Earthshaker can just stunlock him because he's a melee hero.
Thought about going in there with the Shadow Blade, but Vlad has a gem. He backs off, and yeah, I think with the BKB you can at least fight. You still have to worry about the Fiend's Grip, but you can just
Abyssal soon.
Oh, that's true. But as long as you catch the Bane in the Chronosphere, you're probably looking to get at least a kill on him, maybe try get someone else with that, but TP's out will come, Slark just TP's out in front of the face of Sigma, and that's where it's like, well, unless the Dazzle's in range for a Poison Touch.
Oh, first hit bash. That is so unlucky for Miggle. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That is...
Was he just at the TP as well?
Yes. He was... He only had time for one hit. It was like 0.3 seconds left. First hit bash coming out of the Shadow Walk, and that is... Wow. That is just...
Channeling his Admiral Bulldog right there.
Wow. Very unfortunate. So that would delay his Scythe of Vice a decent amount, and
he pretty much had it at that point.
Solo is gonna buy his right now. So I mean, what does Faceless Void do now? He either has to get Bane. He has to get Bane and Invoker. If he doesn't get one or the other, he's gonna die.
And even if he gets them, he gets Fissured, he gets Marana arrowed. There's so much good lockdown, and that's a ton of chain stun. So I think even in Chronosphere, without a BKB, he's useless.
There will be a Moonlight Shadow coming out. Paris is running away, but Yol will get spotted out. Fada, he will blink
nice
out.
blink. Yeah. Arrow gonna go flying. Will hit pass. He walks into that one, but it looks like RoX.KiS have decided already the plan is just to get the hell out of there. They've got Solo at, BZZ at top, and he's just farming away. He's getting close to the Abyssal Blade. He's gonna start pressing this tower. There is a Void Chronosphere. He's gonna go for this one with the AI Plus. Gets caught mid-leap. This is gonna be close. I don't know if they've got the damage with the Viper Strike. It looks like they do. Pops the Dark Pack. Can pounce, but the Viper Strike's still doing damage, and he's going to burst over. Nicely played by Sigma. That's a good pickoff.
That is a very good pickoff. Nice catch there. And this will close the gap in between Slark and Faceless Void pretty significantly, I'd say. But looks like Roshan number 2 will spawn, and with all of those summons, I don't think that Sigma can contest it, especially with a ultimate down for another 6. So
yeah, they had to TP top to get that kill, so it's like they have to walk across the map. There's no way they get here in time, and another Roshan going away. This time Age is going to be picked up by the Invoker. Slark obviously on the sidelines, unable to pick it up, and I think Invoker just got, what, Boots of Travel? Yeah.
Gold Graph will finally go in RoX.KiS's lead. Only about 1,000 gold lead, so still very, very small lead. Viper is getting relatively huge. He has 4,100 gold. Not really sure what he's going to go for after the classic Mech Scepter.
He almost needs a BKB himself. Like, there's so much stun and lockdown.
Yeah, he doesn't care if he gets stunned.
Yeah. Heart of Taras,
where else would he
go? Like
Heart is decent, I'd say. It's pretty good. It allowed them to push a lot easier, but it's not that great versus Slark.
Yep.
But it's pretty good versus everyone else. It's wonderful versus everyone else.
Sigma is smoked up here in the enemy jungle here. Arrow going to go flying through. Does get dodged, so not going to see any unexpected arrow hits. And
Sadoi has been really good with his arrows this game.
Yol at top does get hexed up, but it's just actually kind of blocking the pathway of Sigma. And that's going to be Sigma just on the retreat now. RoX.KiS looking for an engagement here. Oh, Slark in trouble. Pops the ultimate. Does get Chronosphere up, and actually gives vision. He's going to be on the back foot now. Earthshaker blinks in with an Echo Slam. Catches out 2. They're looking to kill off Mad here, but he's now... Oh, actually gets burst down. Doesn't get a chance to pop off the grave. Miggle, meanwhile, he's getting Fiend's Grip up. Nothing to cancel the Fiend's Grip. Miggle taking a lot of damage. Will take a fall now. Earthshaker immediate buyback. He wants to get back in this fight. Fata now gets another Viper Strike off. This one on the Invoker. Fissure comes through here. Go Black taking damage. He's going to get hit by the Cold Feet. Will be burst down. He actually throws out a Nightmare before he does. Slark is still alive. He's still fighting. He's going in for the AA. Ice Blast him down. Finishes them off. Pa's going to look to take a fall here. The Earthshaker helping make sure of that. A 4-for-3 trade in the end, I want to say, with a buyback coming out from the Earthshaker, and well, gem on the ground. That's going to be the Viper's gem being picked up by the RoX.KiS.
That is not the right target to Viper Strike, though. I mean, to Chronosphere. You cannot Chronosphere to solo Slark like that.
I think it was like, oh, let's burst him down. No, you cannot.
Yeah.
You can see Slark in Shadow Dance in Chronosphere?
Yes.
That's what it looked like.
I believe the only thing
that
can see him through Chrono. Or see him through Shadow Dance, rather. But all in all, an okay fight for Sigma. Losing the gem's a pretty big deal. Also,
they can rebuy it, but yeah, it's still money lost.
Losing Faceless Void's pretty important. They didn't even get the Aegis on the Invoker, though. So, Sigma losing slowly.
An Earthshaker buyback doesn't really cost RoX.KiS anything.
Nah.
That buyback, he helped his team get another kill or two. So that's... I mean, he's got his Blink Dagger, he's got 1100 gold. Maybe it slows down his 4 stuff, his BKB, whatever he may want to buy. But he just picks up 4 obs. He's got the gem now that was previously fucking Mads. And this Earthshaker's been a pretty high impact hero. That was a good Echo Slam. Well timed. I thought the Dazzle was going to grave himself. He got stunned for so long. It must have been like an arrow or something that hit him as well. Because that was like a good 10 plus seconds of disable on the Dazzle.
Yep. Faceless Void. I think if RoX.KiS can prevent Faceless Void from getting Aegis or Cheese, and Slark keeps living in these team fights, then I think that RoX.KiS will pull ahead. It's still very slightly 3,000 gold, but the way that it's been going, they've been doing a very good job of minimizing damage during Chronospheres and team fights, and that's team Sigma's big team fight ultimate.
Well, BZZ, he's gonna have it. I think his Abyssal Blade is up. Yeah. Oh no, he's actually gone back for evasion, so he's gonna pick up either a Butterfly or a Heaven's Halberd is also quite a nice pickup here. Even though Void does have his BKB now, full 10-second BKB, but even with a BKB, you can still get the Heaven's Halberd for the evasion as well as just the after effects.
I think Abyssal would have been better though. I mean, just kill Void.
Yeah. Oh, Void going in. Another Chronosphere on the Slark here. Arrow going to go through. It's going to hit Paris. He didn't pop his BKB. This is a big mistake. He gets 4 stuff out with the Grave here. Slark still taking a lot of damage. He will go down to the Shadow. Viper helping get the kill. Paris now pops the BKB. Viper's with a BKB of his own. Blink, Echo Sam coming out from Yol. Not doing enough damage to anyone here. Nightmare being used to keep Solo alive. He has got an Aegis though. TP out from Fata will make his way out. Arrow going to be off the mark here. Will actually go through here. It looks like Slark fought back, kills the Prophet. And the retreat now from Sigma. That's an okay fight from Sigma.
It would have been a lot better if he popped his BKB earlier.
Yeah. Mad Nate, well, not Mad Parrot. Soshka making a bit of a misplay there, not popping his
But
BKB.
they kill Slark and they get a buyback out of him. So that's actually very big. And
the buyback not complete. Well, it does force Sigma back. If he doesn't buy back, Sigma maybe keep fighting, get more kills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the RoX.KiS now, they're on the push here, but Invoker... He didn't actually use his Aegis. That's the other thing. The Nightmare was used to keep him alive, and he didn't even need to use the Aegis.
Well, this is not looking good for Sigma. Well, they have some time before Nature's Prophet respawns. Just 20 seconds. A ultimate is up, not wanting to cast it yet. They're waiting for the Chronosphere. Just 10 seconds left on that. But his BKB is down for 17. So are they going to wait for the Chrono? They're going to wait for BKB. They need to do something quickly because their bases fall.
50 seconds on this Aegis. Invoker can stay on the high ground. Depends also how much he knows when this Aegis expires. He does not want it to lose his Aegis mid-fight. If he knew the exact time, maybe he'd be on the high ground now looking to chip away at this Raxus, but now they'll just use the minions. They get the range back using the Forward Spirits, and just annoying. This is the exact same thing they did last game with like mass Necrobooks, Forward Spirits. They had a Nature's Prophet on their team where they just put all the summons on the high ground and let them finish the Raxus without any risk to their own life.
Yep. Well, RoX.KiS sitting on the high ground right now. They kind of need to take things a little bit slowly because Aegis is about to expire. Slark does not have buyback. So one really good Chronosphere and a ultimate combo by Sigma can actually cause a Rax to be killed. So RoX.KiS, they have to be extremely careful not to get caught out right now. Just look for easy picks with the Scythe of Vice. Defend up your hill so that you don't get caught with multiple heroes inside the Chronosphere, and hopefully you don't get ganked by the Nature's Prophet with the Scythe of Vice into AA ultimate, or even just Faceless Void jumping with a Chrono into an AA ultimate.
So Mirana and Invoker do have buybacks. It's mostly the Slark who cannot afford to be caught out.
Right.
But importantly to note is go back with a BKB on Bane. Like this BKB Fiend script could be pretty potent. Who do you actually looked at Fiend script? Like, is Void your main target?
They did it on Faceless Void last fight. After his Chronosphere, he got sheeped, and then he got graved, and then he got Fiend's Grip in response, and then he got like double Force Staffed. So I think Faceless Void is pretty much their biggest source of damage. A ultimate you can't really prevent that much. Viper is going to be annoying. You can't really do anything about him anyways. Just try your best to kite him and stun lock him. So yes, Faceless Void, especially with his BKB up, is the best target.
Well, looks like Slark back towards the bottom lane. He's got 2k gold here. Oh, Void Chronos here once again, but there's a Fiend's Grip waiting for him, and this time he does get a BKB up, but the Fiend's Grip going through here. There's going to be a Sunstrike to follow. Paris will dodge the damage from that one. Slark getting hexed up now. Looks like Bane going to pop the BKB afterwards. Miggle, he's slept up, and Void, he's forced to time walk out of this one. Miggle may be the one taking a fall, and this is not how Sigma saw this gank going. Is there a pounce over this one? Miggle, he's going to get graved up. Blink, Echo Slam, it's just on the Faceless Void. The Deafening Blast is there as well. They need a bit more damage to finish him off. He's going to survive for the time being. Ooh, Time Walks past an arrow here. Actually, Fat on the front lines will finish off the Invoker. Nice little kill there. He's not done as well. He wants Godlike. He's going to get a double kill for himself. He's looking for 3 here. He's looking for BZZ. He's not going to get him just yet. That Viper Strike will finish him off, though. That Viper, man, he's proven to be a better carry than this Faceless Void right now.
Viper's owners, man.
They double buy back. I guess worried about their mid-raxes?
I don't know why they bought back
Are
there.
they going 5 mid?
That's a really big mistake buying back with these 2 heroes. Maybe they thought they could clean anyone out, but who are you going to get? All of those heroes are already dead. Bottom's not that important.
I think they're trying to end the game because they know there's no Slark buyback. I think they're going 5 mid.
I suppose.
It's a buyback to try get Rax's mid. Yeah.
Wow, that is ballsy. It's not a bad play though. I guess
Prophet could have waited because he can just TP in later on. So maybe you want to wait a bit for the respawn timer, but he's also pushing out the wave.
They're going for the gold here. Earthshaker doesn't have Echo for 70 seconds, so he's not really that useful.
That's a risky play, but I like it from Sigma. Invoker
It's super risky.
Invoker needs to buy back and buy back soon to start stalling them.
If they die on this push, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah. Dying, I think it's more like they can just retreat here. Void gonna go looking to get a well, maybe not Chronosphere on the Earthshaker, but force him away here. Enfeeble comes out on the Void. That'll negate a lot of his damage. Invoker's saving this buyback. If they can stall this, and they've still got Glyph here, Invoker won't even need to buy back. I don't think this is going to work for Sigma. They've got a Chronosphere though, so they may just look for a big team fight. Goblet gets Viper Striked up on the high ground. Hex has already been used on Sodoi. That means no Hex for this fight. Invoker's going to come back. Void Time Walking again, but again, Earthshaker just backs off as needed. Visual's going to come through to slow this down even more. Looks like RoX.KiS may lose A-Rax here, but hey, they can still fight this one. They're just trying to buy time right now for the Slark to respawn, and Melee Rax at mid. Whoa. Definitely Blast will not keep it alive. Void goes in. This time the Chronosphere on solo. Ice Blast will finish him off, but he's got the buyback if they want to try and take this fight. He immediately buys back. This should be the signal for Sigma to retreat. No Chronosphere. They'll get the Rax here. Looks like Fath actually picks up another kill on the Mirana. Immediate buyback as well. RoX.KiS doing the same thing that we just saw kind of Sigma do, which is use all these buybacks, try and turn the fight around. Faces on from Fatha. He's got a BKB TP. Needs a bash. Is he going to get it? He does get the bash. Fatha going to go down. And Fatha, 100 seconds on the sidelines. That's
now they take a Roche and then they try and end the game themselves though.
Well, do they even go Roche or do they go straight melee?
I think they go Roche. They don't have quite they don't have a buyback on Invoker or Potom. I think like Cheese should go to Slark, Aegis should go to Invoker, and then after that they try and bait out
They've
Slark
actually
or
got
Invoker.
80 seconds still. Like they can
that's a really long time.
They want to push out mid probably with this, and then like go through mid lane to the bottom Raxes maybe.
I'm still thinking about that move from Sigma. Was it worth it? Was it not worth it? They lost Fada. There's no way. There's almost no way they can. Yeah,
it's probably worth it.
It's close. I don't know. They kind of give up Roshan after it because if you lose 1 or 2 heroes, you can't take Roche with all 5 RoX.KiS up. If you get 2 Raxes, I think it's definitely worth it. 1 Rax and losing Roche, it's a big Roshan. It's cheese. Although Cheese isn't the best versus Ancient Apparition, and I guess they forced 2 buybacks, so all in all, I guess it's fairly even.
And the Invoker not taking the Aegis means I think RoX.KiS need to wait for buyback. I think they
just bait out. They just bait out Slark. Slark has buyback as well as Aegis, as well as the most HP on RoX.KiS.
Void's not going to be throwing Chronospheres at him with an Aegis.
But if he does,
you think he'll like use a Chronosphere just for
Slark puts out a lot of pressure by himself, and there's not really that much they can do besides like Viper Strike him.
So with an Ag Scepter now, his damage output increases. Risk not having buyback though, so it's a bit of a risky move, but
RoX.KiS hasn't been able to get any good ganks off. I think that's a really big deal because Faceless Void's able to catch heroes now and then with the Chronosphere into AA Ultimate, which is almost a guaranteed kill, pretty much a guaranteed kill on anybody on RoX.KiS. And if RoX.KiS could like kill Viper or kill Faceless Void, force a buyback, they'd be put in a terrible, terrible situation. But as it stands, 2021. 1 kill in favor of RoX.KiS, about 3,000 gold, but they are 1 Rax down, but they have the Aegis advantage. So who do you give the edge?
I feel RoX.KiS have a slight edge here. Not much. I don't know. Do you think RoX.KiS have this or Sigma?
I think RoX.KiS, if they can actually manage to lock down Void in team fights, which they should be able to. They have Blink Earthshaker if he doesn't pop BKB, Hex if he doesn't pop BKB, Cold Snap if he doesn't pop BKB, and if he does, then Slark will have his Abyssal soon. Slark should have gotten Abyssal a long, long time ago. This Talisman Evasion doesn't really do that much for him.
Yeah. And wonder if he's gonna save for buyback now. I think with the Aegis, he should just buy the Abyssal Blade.
Yeah, he should just buy it.
It's a slight risk, but it's a risk that should. Well, I think it's a pretty low risk play, but
The talisman's useless though. You don't get evasion and chrono.
low
so
risk,
it's
high
like,
reward is
meh.
how I see that. Having the Abyssal Blade to go through avoid BKB.
Yeah,
I hope he doesn't go for like a butterfly or something with his talisman.
that would.
He just picked up something. I think he did.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Butterfly's
butterfly.
good later.
Yeah.
Oh
The
no.
Abyssal Blade.
It's really nice. I mean, they have BKB Fiend's Grip, but is that enough? It hasn't seemed like it has been.
Well, Ethereal Blade. Oh no, sorry. What am I talking about? Ethereal Blade. Butterfly. For a second, I thought it was an Ethereal Blade. I'm like, wait, what? What am I looking at? No, I'm drunk.
Butterfly's really good outside of Chrono, though. I will give him that.
Yeah. So, Butterfly picked up for the Slack. He's getting pretty beastly in these fights, and they're gonna go for a smoke. You mentioned they haven't been ganking well. Maybe now's the time they look to change that. But immediate TP out. Miggle.
Those are the two heroes that bought back earlier too.
Oh, they may find Miggle here. He's gonna TP now. The smoke, ooh, not gonna get revealed. Arrow goes flying in the trees. Not gonna find anyone.
Yep, no one smoke will pop. They know
Void's
that
the
no one's
only
there.
hero in the game with buyback right now.
Wow. So late game Invoker, it's nice, but I mean, even Faceless Void with like 2/3 of his farm will still be able to just like truck him really easily. So we will see how this worked out. Invoker actually going for a damage build. He has a Chrysalis and a Demon Edge, so Daedalus complete in just 5 gold.
What do you think about the Invoker damage build?
What are his other choices? I guess Refresher. Refresher would be pretty darn good. 2
Radiant's
Necrobooks,
top
2
tower is
Sheeps,
under attack.
2 Meteor Blast.
Oh, look at the T2 tower top. More gold into the
I say
pocket.
Refresher
Radiant's
is
top tower
probably
has
better than
fallen.
Daedalus at this point.
Okay. Invokers don't seem to go for Ags much. Is there like big reason for this?
Radiant's top tower is
I don't
under
actually
attack.
know. I kind of like Ags myself, but
Radiant structures
I mean,
are
it's pretty low
fortified.
cooldown as is. 5 seconds. Meh.
Arrow hits the dazzle, but it's the split push, the Rat Dota from Miggle and Co. Vata actually at the Dire base as well, and they'll push back this top lane. Paris trying to scout things out, pops a Mask of Madness. He looks to maybe chase. Gets that extra movement speed burst, but for the most part,
No
RoX.KiS have got out of there.
stragglers.
Yeah.
I think that RoX.KiS need like Ghost Scepter / EBs. EBs wouldn't be bad. I guess I don't really know who'd get it. Maybe Mirana, but Mirana going for MKB for some reason. Oh, arrow will connect.
Oh my god, they may just get this kill. The Sunstrike's there as well. Paris is going to go down.
Wow, that's big. Now they push.
Yeah, well, at least try force a buyback from him.
Yes.
Like, they probably know he has buyback. At this point in the game,
They have to force his right side though. Sigma has to pressure this and try and delay RoX.KiS from pushing.
Yeah.
Dude, they have the BOTs though on solo, so he
Yes.
can just push it out
12
himself
seconds.
and then TP out. But Fada is there as well as Miggle, so if Solo tries to defend it, he actually could die. Well, here they go. Down mid.
wow.
I don't. Are they gonna have enough time? He's gonna have. They're
Wow,
gonna have
gets
like
a bash
15
off.
seconds.
That's
Oh.
no Dazzle. And Dazzle, I don't think that. No buyback on Dazzle. That's actually a really important hero to be killing.
Mhm.
Grave in these fights could be a difference maker.
Thanks you.
Well, that is 40 seconds of time for RoX.KiS, and
The push at bottom's just not working. These forward
yeah,
spirits
it's way too slow. Well, they were scared of dying themselves because Invoker can kind of come with the
Radiant's
sheep.
middle barracks are under
But-
attack.
glyph. Aegis only up for 30 seconds. That's actually pretty big. It means well,
Radiant's
they
middle
don't want to. They don't want to go in
barracks
the Slack when he's about to lose his Ace. They back off as soon as Void buys back.
I think they can just get Slark to beat on a tower. They have to do something about it. They can't just ignore him.
Have they got Necrobooks? No Necrobooks for 35
Radiant's
seconds
top
here. Slack
tower is
actually.
under attack.
I think he Dark Packs off a Hex there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he does not have very long on his age, just 6
Dire's
seconds. I think he
bottom
can just go in
tower
and
is
tank and
under
die,
attack.
but
I
at
think
this point it's too late.
Yeah, it's way too risky here. He doesn't want to go down. He does have buyback now. Most heroes in the game with buyback, apart from the Void who just used in the Dazzle and Earthshaker. So, got ourselves 7 buybacks online. Well, things heating up here. 50 minutes in, Sigma and RoX.KiS. Neither team giving way in.
1 Rax to 1 Rax, gold lead, 7,500 in favor of RoX.KiS, but with Faces Void, buyback on cooldown, I think RoX.KiS has a pretty significant edge, unless they take a really bad Roshan fight. This next Roshan could definitely change the game right now. Fada, let's check his farm out. No item progress post BKB.
Yeah.
He has to save for buyback too, so he's probably not
He-
going to buy anything.
He bought back, died again that last fight, like when he had that 100-second respawn, and that's where it's like, okay, no more items for you. If he actually managed to get like 1 damage item on top of what he's got now, I think
Heart,
it'd be pretty
Manta,
scary.
anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Butterfly even. Butterfly's okay.
Butterflies, especially against this Invoker who's right-clicking hard.
And Slark.
Jeez, yeah. Butterfly would be really nice on the Viper, I think. But yeah, farming that, not possible. Heaven's Halberd maybe at this point, like for a value evasion. And
Yeah, it's
the
not bad.
disarming either Invoker or Slark is useful, even just for a couple seconds.
I don't like the range on it for ranged heroes, though.
Yeah.
But still, both teams looking to play it safe, not give up any easy kill. Checking buyback status right now. Most of the importance heroes have it except for the Faceless Void. And Earthshaker and Dazzle, they're both minor heroes.
Well, it's a bit of a stalemate here. Roshan coming up sometime in the next couple of minutes. And I think RoX.KiS, unless Sigma go for like a big 5-man smoke or something out of their base, we're not going to see Sigma able to contest Roshan.
Yeah. They can't do it that fast, though. They don't have that heavy damage dealers. Like, Slark's, like, decent at taking out
This
Roshan.
Invoker, man.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
hard.
Invoker is really, really huge.
And it's how fast a Roshan respawn are we looking at? This little black hole of light. It's going to be, pretty fast. 40 seconds.
I guess I favor RoX.KiS. They have better map control right now because they
Yeah.
killed Faceless Void, so Sigma's on the back foot.
There's some good Sigma vision up, but it doesn't mean they can suddenly stop a Roshan.
Yeah.
RoX.KiS have map control in the sense that all 3 lanes are being constantly pushed out pretty well. Even against the Prophet, so that's something that's a pretty decent feat.
Prophet has to be super scared, though, because of Slark. So
Yeah.
that's their trump card.
This Prophet's just spamming his ultimate whenever possible just to push out lanes, even if they miss last hits and aren't farming as well because of that.
Miko's been doing a good job of not getting picked off, though. Usually you'll see
Yeah.
Slarks with early Shadow Boy just demolish Nature's Prophet over and over.
No, he's had a decent game, all things considered. 2-5 and 12. I'd say the one kind of weak link on the Sigma team this game has been the Faceless Void. He's not had a good game.
He has not. Item choice, I don't think they were bad. I think, like, Battle Fury could have come out before Treads. I think that's the first thing that would have been better for them. And then just not using BKB, some choice chronos were not very good. I would agree with you on that point.
Well, Invoker, Slack, top of the net worth. At this point, like stuff like net worth, gold graphs, like it only matters so much. Like both teams are pretty much getting not close to, I mean, not that close to max out. Like Void can easily get another item. Your Viper can get a butterfly. He gets himself the talisman, so he gets some evasion. But as far as like who's ahead by 5-10k gold, it's very inconsequential right now. But
Looks
Roshan
like NP, is he going for AC or Mjolnir? Probably AC.
yeah, probably AC. But
Roshan has
doesn't have
fallen to
buyback
the
right
dark.
now, but he probably knows he can farm it safely. He's
Invoker has
250 away.
6,000 gold, and he's kind of 6-slotted at this point.
Well, yeah, I guess he maybe gets rid of the 4-star.
Yeah. Or pass the cheese
Didn't he
someone
have a
else.
BKB? Did he never go?
Invoker? No.
No, he never went BKB. Okay. Yeah, he picks up. He's going Assault Crest, so buys an Assault Crest. He can either drop the 4-star or the cheese. He's got buyback, so maybe he just passes the cheese to, like you say, someone else. Someone like the Earthshaker would probably
He won't
be
have
okay.
it, though, if he buys his Hyperstone. He won't have buyback.
Oh, okay, that's true.
But I mean, this is pretty
He could sell
questionable,
his
though.
4-star.
If he gets chronoed right now, he'll get wrecked.
Well, got some more armor. No, he passes the cheese to the Bane, yeah, and now he doesn't have buyback.
Wow, yeah, this is somewhat risky by him. I think you need buyback on Invoker. He's only 300 gold away.
Slark finds Fat. He gets trapped in the trees. Bit of a mispounce. Fata realizes something's gone astray, and he's being pinged. So, I think Sigma is scared though. When the Slark runs at you, you're assuming he's got backup, and RoX.KiS have numbers, and they're gonna TP home. Viper towards the bottom lane. He's got that talisman. He's got that evasion. Whew. 55 minutes in.
I think RoX.KiS kind of has to make a move, though, with this Aegis cheese.
If this game like just keeps dragging, like, do you think Void just gets too big, or do you think they have the?
I think Void gets too big.
He's got no disable. That's the big problem for Sigma. Is their lineup has no disable apart from Chronosphere. Like they've got a Hex now, which I guess is one thing to improve upon that. But there's so much lockdown from RoX.KiS to deal with a Void. Void's BKB it's 7 seconds still, but if they kite him around during the Chronosphere, then you've got,
Yeah.
or you Fiend Script him during the BKB if you have to, then you've got Invoker with like 3 or 4 disables at his disposal. You've got ES with 3 disables. You've got Slark with a Bash. You've got Marana Arrow. They've got so much lockdown for this Void.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if they had more items on Sigma, or if Viper's able to tank everything in front, then I think Sigma can win a fight. But it's really dependent on the chrono. If he gets like 3 heroes, especially Invoker and Bane, then he can wreck RoX.KiS. But if he doesn't, he just get kited all day.
Well, RoX.KiS, like you mentioned, they are going to look to make something happen with this Aegis and Cheese. Onto the high ground they go. We'll have to see if they swing to another lane here. Faces Void. His Chronosphere is going to be the big difference maker. One Viper Strike gets thrown out onto the Slark. He'll be A-okay. Taking a little bit of damage from that one, but he can heal that up easy peasy with the Shadow Dance. And it looks like RoX.KiS is going to swing towards the top lane. With the Assault Crest, they now have buyback on everyone that matters, apart from the Earthshaker, who won't have Boots of Travel or anything anyway, so that's not a big issue here. I think Sigma, they're in trouble. These Raxes could be taking a fall here. Void looking to position himself for that Chronosphere, but RoX.KiS doing things safe here. They use just the Illusion, the Necrobook, the Marana Manta, and the Forged Spirits to push this one down. On the sidelines, there's actually Slark looking for engagement. He does get hexed up. Defensive Nightmare being used, gets Cold Feet as well, now to fold things up. Void goes in, he gets one with the Invoker to start things off. Invoker not going to buy back, left onto the Earthshaker, it's a double kill going the way of Pass. Void finds the Chronosphere he was looking for. Invoker not going to buy back just now. Slark is on the run now. He has been seen in the Necrobook 3, giving vision of this one. Elsewhere, it looks like Goblack in all sorts of trouble. He goes down to the Viper Strike. Wow. 3 for nothing trade. Top Rax is still pretty healthy.
Nice chrono by Varus.
The Slark just trying to be too cute there. Like, he went in from the side, while the rest of the team got caught out in the Chronosphere under the tower. Void's like, I'm just going to ignore this Slark, and they threw some disables at the Slark, and Slark just was taken out of the
Also,
fight.
Bane had to go there and rotate to help Slark, too. He went into mid lane, had defensive sleep on the Slark, and then he wasn't able to do anything during the Faceless Void BKB. That's pretty much their only thing, especially since, for some reason, Slark still does not have Abyssal. He has 6,800 gold. Buy your Abyssal, bro.
Yeah, great.
Here it goes.
Yeah. Is he okay? He's got his Abyssal Blade. He's got buyback here. Invoker will have to buy back to defend this one, it looks like.
Chrono's up in 15 seconds. I think Sigma might just win this game off this push.
If they hit the big Chrono. Bane's up in 7 seconds.
It doesn't have to be a good Chrono. It just has to be a half decent Chrono.
Slark from behind. He's got Abyssal Blade. Who's going to be looking for here? Is there a gem? They're going on Mad. This is a... Oh, it's not going to be a dead dazzle. They get the insta-hack. He dark packs it off. They're going to kill off Mad anyways. No, the Chronosphere comes in. Slark will be forced to buy back. Insta buyback coming in from him. The Void, he's still BKB'd up. Looking for this Invoker. Got to watch out for that Fiend's Grip. Bane just not nearby enough. Maybe wants to pass over the cheese. They don't disable the Prophet. Void's still on the run now as well. They need a blink, fissure, anything from it. Looks like they're going to go on top. Bata, he's going to be the scapegoat, it looks like. He gets Fiend's Grip up, but this is better than losing anyone else. He actually... Ooh. He got 4-star forward. There was no disable left for him. They lose Dazzle as well as Viper. Good news is they don't lose the Void. And, well, Sigma, they don't get Raxes. This game is still anyone's to take.
Yep, Faceless Void, his buyback is up. So I think that's a main hero for Sigma. Does Fada have one? Yes, he certainly does with this 4,500 gold. And they forced a Slark buyback. So I think they kill Slark. And then after that, they can hopefully get another Rax. I think Sigma's in very good control of this game right now. Yeah, gold lead and all this other nonsense. But mostly it's just the buybacks at this point.
Yeah, buybacks the only thing worth keeping up as far as where we stand right now. And the only buybacks used there, both on RoX.KiS' side, the Invoker as well as the Slark. And so RoX.KiS will be playing this next 4.5 minutes super safe and passive. They will only fight if they have to fight to defend their Raxes. And they may even just give up these top Raxes if it may mean just buying time for these buybacks to come back up.
If they get an Aegis on Sigma, though, like a cheese on the Viper and an Aegis on Void, I think RoX.KiS is in a lot of trouble.
What? It's Slark? No, Slark hasn't bought something. He just used the buyback, so he's completely starved on gold. Invoker buys a Blink Dagger. Interesting pickup here, but at this point, I guess, why not? You get some extra mobility. It could potentially get you a Hex on this Void to initiate with, so it may be something that can be a game changer.
Yep, Glass Cannon build, though.
And this Void's down to a 5-second BKB.
He does so much damage, though, like during the Chrono. Like, they'll always get, like, 1 or 2 kills, especially on an important hero like Slark. So, Slark, he had 7,000, now he's just down to 600. So, he actually has to farm back up for his buyback, too. Not only does it have to cool down, he needs to farm, like, 2k gold.
Yep. Well, Bane picks himself up a Halberd. It's going to be pretty useful. Extra evasion and also the Void BKB being as short as it is. Maybe able to get this off here and there. And Sigma, knowing that those 2 buybacks on cooldown, they go for a smoke. They're going down the mid lane. They'll use that Chronosphere for a solo kill on the Invoker or Slark if they have to, because that could theoretically just straight up win them the game right there. But RoX.KiS grouped as 5 in their own base. This Bane, his Fiend's Grip has to be on the money.
Or even like an Earthshaker Echo Slam. Like, they just have to get the jump on Sigma.
We haven't seen Earthshaker. He had a couple good fights, but he has not done anything the last couple fights. Oh, Invoker. Ooh, that was close. There was a time walk in, but he used that Blink Dagger. You can actually react pretty fast with a Blink against the Chronosphere Void, because the Chronosphere has that slight cast time, so you can actually blink out while he's channeling it.
Yeah, but he has to be super careful not to get sheeped out, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, looks like RoX.KiS will live to fight another day.
And the important thing is here, they see these heroes on the map with Observer Ward, so they know they're safe now. And that's the other thing, like right now, Sigma, do they even have a gem? It doesn't look like they've got a gem on the AA. They need to deward right now.
I think both teams have a gem. I think you have to carry one at this point.
Could be in trouble. There's going to be a Pounce. There's going to be an Abyssal Blade. There's going to be a Sunstrike as well. The arrow going to come flying as well. Hits Fata. He's in trouble. Faceless Void, nowhere to be seen. Fata goes down. That's an important pickoff.
Why didn't he use the BKB? I mean,
if you didn't know the arrow was coming.
Yeah, I suppose.
The arrow came from, like... Oh, actually, well, there was an Observer Ward. He theoretically could have if he was watching, but... I'm guessing he just didn't see the arrow get shot from mid lane.
That's usually like your panic button, though. It's like, oh crap, I'm about to die. I'm going to use my BKB. I mean, at this point, it's like, well...
I don't think, yeah, RoX.KiS aren't even going to try force a buyback because they still don't have buybacks themselves. They're waiting for Roshan and waiting for the Invoker Slark buyback.
If Roshan were like a 30-second respawn right now, then RoX.KiS would be in a very good lead. But unfortunately for them, it's a 2-minute, maybe like 5-second respawn, just over 2 minutes.
AA farms a Hex.
Wow.
That's a big item to have. But right now, it still feels very even because that kill on the Viper bought RoX.KiS a good minute and a half, which they can use to get buybacks back up. They're going to have Invoker and Slark buyback pretty much by the time Sigma's back online. Go Black Go gets scored out. That was a nice little snipe there coming out from Miggle and Tash, using the hexes to their advantage. And, well, Bane, he's got no buyback. Yeah, he picked up the Halberd, but he should be up soon enough.
But all these are kind of irrelevant because still Roshan's down. But both teams, they don't know that. Yeah, they're all huddling around the pit.
Roshan could be up any second now. Like, in theory, he could have spawned any time in the last minute, but it's a fairly long respawn. It definitely makes things more interesting now with this it's in the ultra late game. Like right now, most of the time it's just like, oh, you got to just wait around and you know you'll get Roshan. But right now, and either team could get Roshan depending on who's dead, who has buyback, who doesn't.
Sadoy is the wielder of the RoX.KiS cheese. They will, I mean, cheeses do stack. Mirana, she hasn't really done that much that game. Her score is pretty good, but her damage output not the most significant compared to a lot of these other heavy hitters like Void and Slark. So, I mean, we're getting to that point where Slark is almost 6-slotted. Did they pass the cheese? Actually, Slark has the cheese and Mirana has the cheese, so they haven't used either of them.
This Mirana is actually gonna this Mirana's 6-2 and 13. Like I haven't really seen Sadoy been doing damage, but I assume he's been doing some decent actual DPS in these fights, probably as much or maybe even more than the Slark. Because at this point, like, you're going to hit the Chronosphere on all these heroes. Not that you're going to get a chance to. So Mirana's definitely going to be a consideration for Sigma when they go into these fights. And now Roshan will respawn. Ooh, Treant. Looks like Sigma going to be the first ones to scout it out. Not that it means they'll make a move on it. RoX.KiS will be probably shortly after to find it.
Yep, here it goes.
Be another arrow maybe flying in just to check. Yep, Sadoy spamming the arrow on Roche Pit. This one will catch it out. So they see Miggle top, but he's got Nature's Prophet, so he can always TP in.
Oh, they will smoke, but they won't catch Solo.
Oh, he's got the Boots of Travel, so he can always TP in.
TP on a what, though? No one has Necrobook aside from him.
There's no summons. There's not really anything to TP on.
He does need to push out right lane, though.
Yes. So. And even mid lane needs pushing out. That's a bit of a concern here. Sigma's nearby, though. Where's that Faceless Void? Faceless Void's actually at the back. He needs to be the one starting off a fight, potentially, with the Chronosphere. BKB picked up by Prophet. I imagine he's still got buyback. Yes, he does.
Oh, they're wrapping around from behind, though. Look at the Slark and Go Black.
Invis being thrown out here. Pass, he's the one with the gem here. He can get himself alive for now. The Chronosphere goes on, just catching out one. The Fiend's Grip. It's going to be on Fata. Fata gets Hex up to follow. It's got the Grave being used here, keeping Paris alive. Not sure it was entirely needed. He gets one kill. Buyback from the Slark. Echo Slam being used already, a bit preemptively, perhaps. It killed off Fata, but so far, all they've done is kill a Viper. He backs Sadoy on the high ground, pops the cheese to keep himself alive. The chase is now on. Sigma being forced back. They're waiting for the Viper to reinforce them. He's brought back. He's on the way soon. No Bane alive. He's already used Fiend's Grip, so it doesn't really matter too much. ES blink to the high ground, catches that one with the stun. He's completely isolated. His vision blocking everything off. Great arrow coming in, catches out the Faceless Void. Faceless Void gonna go down. This Mirana just hitting too hard. Invoker now looking to finish off the Prophet. Prophet, defensive sprout. He's gonna get the TP off. No, he doesn't. The Tornado goes through, finishes them off. Another kill goes RoX.KiS' way. Buyback from the Faceless Void. Buybacks all over the place. This Roshan fight is gonna be the game clincher, possibly. RoX.KiS, they're going into the pit. Here comes Sigma. The fight's not over. Prophet gonna buy back as well. Do RoX.KiS commit to this one or not? Ice Blast gonna go in. Sadoy will avoid it. Means no Ice Blast for this fight. Fata gets hexed up. Mirana gonna look to pick him off. The Hex is there. The Force Stuff away, but he's still taking too much damage. BKB not gonna be enough. He goes down. Back comes the Void. No Chronosphere though. It looks like we're gonna see the fall of the Slark. Mirana though hitting hard, hitting fast. Pass on the high ground. Still alive. As is your Mirana. Mirana now getting low, and this is Mirana with buyback. Tornado goes through. Faceless Void gets thrown up in the air, won't be able to keep on chasing, and what a... No actual decision made from that fight.
Wait, they might get Sadoy out here.
Ooh, one right click, two, he gets the kill, Sadoy goes down. Immediate buyback, they know this Roshan could decide the game.
Wow, what an arrow by Sadoy, though.
Oh boy,
to get that on Faceless Void.
Just got exciting.
So who actually got the upper edge of that fight?
No one.
Buyback status. No. Everyone except for Invoker.
How many buybacks? I guess not that many. Some of the supports didn't have. We saw 5 buybacks.
Most of the important heroes. Pretty much every important hero except for Invoker. But
yep.
Invoker has 7,400 gold. What does he do with this?
Oh, Void goes in. He's got the Chronosphere this time. Looking to go and go back. Gets a 2-hero Chronosphere. Ice Blaster follows. Sadoy is going to go down to this one. Possibly the Earthshaker as well. The Fiend's Grip not going to be enough. 3 RoX.KiS heroes on the sidelines. The Invoker, the 1 hero with buyback. He needs to kill the Faceless Void. He'll succeed in doing so. The Earthshaker and Invoker, the only 2 left standing here. Earthshaker will take a fall. Invoker looking for more. He's got big damage here with this Daedalus. It's a monster kill for Pass. The chase is now on. Pops the Alacrity, blinks to the high ground. He wants to kill the Dazzle, gets immediately Hex up. The Cold Feet will proc as well. This will be the death of Solo. The 2 supports kill off Solo. Mr. 322 doing what he does best and throws away his life. And now we'll see buyback from the Invoker. He's the only hero still alive. Everyone just dead. Everyone with no buyback.
And no one gets it, Roshan.
And these supports, they can't kill Roche. They've got buyback now. AA and Dazzle, even if they die, will have buyback.
Oh my gosh.
What a game. What a team fight. Roshan's still alive. That was a 3-minute team fight over Roshan, and no one wins the fight. No one gets Roshan.
So
everyone's buyback is on cooldown.
We're kind of back where we were.
Back to square one, Ben. We're back to the stalemate.
So are both teams going to wait out for buybacks and then attempt for Roshan again?
They can't wait out buybacks. Well, Roshan's still up, so if Sigma sit back, RoX.KiS will just sneak a really fast Rosh, because their damage output with Invoker and Mirana is scary.
Mirana's going to be down for 50 seconds, though. They can do it without. They can do it with just Slark and
Void's
Invoker,
also 50 seconds. Yeah, Void and Prophet both dead with no buyback.
So RoX.KiS will get Roshan. Or
well,
I mean, they have A ultimate and they have Fada there. I don't know. A ultimate plus Viper will do significant amounts of damage, and RoX.KiS has to play extremely carefully.
Cheese. What's his cheese? Who is cheese?
Bane.
Give that to the Slark or something.
They've been getting hit by a lot of AA ultimates.
Oh,
so.
AA.
This is
Roche. RoX.KiS get Roche. So advantage RoX.KiS, but by no means is it game RoX.KiS. They've got double
it's still on the
again.
Chronospheres though. The Chronospheres, they're just a big wild card. I have no idea how good they're going to be, how many kills they're going to get during it. And the last one was a really good one, but he died immediately after. So Faceless Void doing his thing.
He has
buyback in 2 minutes. So they can definitely hold out for 2 more minutes, right?
The exciting bit about having no buybacks is people actually buy items. There we go. No buybacks. Buyback status 0 across the board.
Wow. What did Invoker buy? He has 5,800 gold. Spend your gold, Solo.
Yeah, like you say, what does he buy, though?
I think just Refresher.
Yeah, you got to drop the Blink Dagger, I guess.
Drop the Blink, get a Refresher. You can...
Double Hex alone is worth it.
Yeah. I would say he should just spend it on that. Or Rapier. Rapier wouldn't be bad either.
Rapier Invoker, why not?
You have Alacrity. And and he has a
He gets
Daedalus.
disabled. Like, last game he died, just two supports killed him. Just because they had
Hex plus Cold Feet is a significant.
Yeah, if you've got no backup, that's legit.
I mean, even popping a BKB and dropping it when it's off cooldown.
Yep.
On cooldown, rather.
Well, map control, RoX.KiS are looking to re-establish it. Wards up on the enemy side of the map. There's Radiant Ward somewhat lacking here. It's actually a pretty key thing to note is what these teams can see right now.
Everyone pings each other out. Uh-oh!
Oh, no teams have buyback. Slark going to catch out 10. That's no great for this fight. Faceless Void only catches out Sadoy in the Chronosphere. He'll take a fall here. Oh, it looks like Prophet on the backline took a lot of damage. Goblek will go down. No Fiend's Grip for you this fight. And with the BKBs on cooldown, will RoX.KiS re-engage? It looks like they're just going to retreat out of this one.
They were looking for Slark, though. Will he get caught out?
Oh, there's a 4-star across. Pass gets the Hex. The Cold Feet there as well. The slow may be enough. The Cold Feet will not proc. He gets the pounce out just in time. He's on the run, pops the Shadow Dance just to be safe, but he's not going to be safe. He gets spotted here as well. He's going to be caught in the... Oh, he's still alive. 2 HP, 1 HP. He goes down. That's your Aegis. Can they kill him a second time? They've got Hex in 3 seconds on the Nature's Prophet. Looks like he's in trouble. He's got no Shadow Dance. He's going to go down. Blink! Echo Slam coming out from Yol. He needs a couple more right clicks. He's killed off 2. He's not going to do enough damage, so what an Echo Slam. But unfortunately, Slark was already dead. If he had that right away, when Slark still had full HP, maybe the dream would have lived on. But now, Earthshaker, buyback. Invoker still alive. 2v3. Make it 4 as AA buys back as
Slark
well.
has buyback too.
Oh boy. That Echo Slam was the Echo Slam sent from the gods, but it was just not quick enough. If Slark was still alive, maybe they win that fight. Either way, it was 2v5.
Wow.
Oh, Prophet, he snuck in. He's going to get the Hex on Solo. Solo, has he got buyback? It's on cooldown for 2 minutes. Faceless Void pops a BKB.
The
Good
fissure.
What a fissure from Yol. He may pay for this one with his life after the buyback. The Chronosphere comes out. Solo Fiend's Grip onto Paris. He gets locked in place. AA Ultimate will be on Solo. Will it be enough? The Hex goes around onto Sigma's. Paris is taking a lot of damage. He's out of mana from the EMP. Paris still alive. The mech keeping him alive. He's going to go down. The Slark coming back. Prophet and Void on the side. Like, Prophet has buyback, though. Where are these buybacks coming from? They're using buybacks like you buy GG branches at the start of a game. They're just all over the place. This game.
I think it's over. Viper no buyback. Void no buyback.
Prophet does
80
though.
seconds.
Rat Dota time or?
It's just Prophet. Prophet's the third most important hero on Sigma. I think it's Void and then Viper. They're pretty close, and then Nature's Prophet, a pretty good third.
Solo needs to spend his freaking gold here. He's got 8k gold.
Well,
no
Nature's
buybacks.
Prophet buys back. They don't have any of the lanes push out though. He won't be able to backdoor to
He's going
T4s,
for
or
it.
is he going to?
He's got deeps, man.
I don't
Does
know.
he?
I don't know if he can. Okay, yeah, you guessed it.
Yeah, he'll get immediately racked, but and
He has to end the game though, because
Oh, he's going for. He can't go for the throne. Not against backdoor protection.
you have to.
No. What?
They're in
Okay,
such a
backdoor-
bad position that they have to.
Yeah, he's going for the throne. I think he just needs to TP back with hexes and disables. Look for a kill here. The Ice Blast will slow down this push here. RoX.KiS are going for the throne, and it looks like they may have it. It looks like it may be GG. Prophet needs to TP back. It's too late. The throne's being focused down. There's no glyph. They've got this. The GG is going to come any second now. RoX.KiS, 72 minutes in, Ben.
Wow.
What a game!
What a crazy game.
Oh, I'm glad we got this game. Whew.
38 kills all around the board. Wow. I mean, it was Slark kind of overextended there, or sorry, not Slark, Dazzle. Wait, no, not Dazzle. Faceless Void. Sorry, Faceless Void at the end fight.
Oh yeah. He went.
But it was that really nice fissure that blocked him off from the Invoker.
That fissure won them again. Not to say they were going to lose if maybe if Invoker dies they do lose, but that fissure was so clutch.
Yeah, well, I think if Invoker dies, they probably do lose because he doesn't get Hex out of the tower. He can just disengage instead of having no mana from Necro Books, getting sheeped at the T4s, and then dying. Well, I mean, Dazzle was pushing out the mid lane. He wasn't there for the fight, so...
RoX.KiS keep the dream alive for Kiev.
So
they're
close.
still sitting on 3 losses. I think they're like 9-3 now, so they're actually looking like... If they win a few more games, they're possibly at the LAN finals, so... Sigma dropped down to 5 losses, so they're looking pretty shaky. Not to say they haven't played well, they've come close, but...
They've come really close.
And they have another game. We're going right into Fnatic versus Sigma, guys. We're going to take a quick break. I need to catch my breath, but Sigma versus Fnatic starts pretty much right away, so stay tuned to more Starladder Europe action. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. He's Ben. You can check us out. Follow us on Twitter, @BTSGods, @MaliniDota. We're going to take a quick break, though, guys, so stay tuned.